All right, so the M4 method, you hear me talk about it all the time. So let me break it down for you so you know what it is that we're actually offering in this method. All right, so there's 4 M's. First M is how we warm up the body and get it ready for the movement that we're about to do. So this is called our mobility part of the program. So we're going to use most likely a foam roller or a PVC pipe to get your body ready, get joints lubricated, get the muscles warm but not stretched. We don't want a long stretched muscle before our workout. That's good after the workout. So this is how we get mobile and get the body warm and ready for the movement so that we don't injure ourselves. And so we keep our body mobile, okay? That's super important. The second M for the M4 method is going to be our muscular strength training. If you've been watching anything I have to say, you're going to know that I am all about strength training, resistance training, putting on lean muscle mass. So this is the part of the workout where we're going to focus on our primary strength movements, like our squat, our bench press, our deadlift, our shoulder press, stiff legs, lunges, and then we'll accessorize them with other movements, but we're always going to do our primary lifts to make sure that we're building lean muscle mass and getting very strong, and we do this safely. We progress week by week, always having to make the body adapt to the change, because if we do what we always did, we're not going to get any change. So we need to progressively overload the weight, and we do that with a periodized training program. So that's M number 2, muscular strength training. The third M is going to be our metabolic conditioning portion. So this is going to be super good for your heart, good for your endurance, your stamina. It's metabolic, so it is your burst, your high intensity interval trainings. This is going to be anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. We don't believe in long bouts of cardio and overtraining. So the last portion of your hour workout is going to be 10 to 15 minutes of metabolic conditioning. It's always different, it's always fun, it's always a challenge, I promise. Everybody gets through it. And there's our 3 M's for the M4 method. The 4th M is actually the nutrition part, and that is macro tracking. That is tracking the amount of carbs, fats, and proteins that we daily intake into our caloric intake. So we want to make sure we're eating a good ratio of fats, carbs, and proteins. We don't want to be eating a ton of carbs and fats and very low protein, because as you know, protein feeds our muscle. All right, so we need to make sure we have the right ratios, and that's something we and our health coaches will do for you, and make sure that you have the right amount set for your goals, your body type, because everybody's different. My macros are going to look totally different than yours. All depends on my metabolic makeup, how much muscle I have, how much fat I have, how much I weigh. All of those type of things go into account. But that is the overall picture for the M4 method. Results proven training. We have had, oh gosh, hundreds, now in the thousands of men and women walk through our doors or digitally online do our M4 method programming, and everybody sees amazing transformation. But it's a complete package. You have to do the mobility to keep your body safe and to keep it mobile and get it ready for the movement. That's the first M. Second, we have to train with resistance training. So that's our muscular strength training, so we can put on lean muscle mass. Third, our metabolic conditioning, which is good cardiovascular for our lungs, for our endurance and stamina. And lastly, we tie it all together with our macro tracking, the nutrition portion. You put this all together and it is the perfect method for overall body composition transformation that is sustainable, obtainable. It's not a quick fix, it's not a fad diet. You need to be in it for the long haul, because this is a lifestyle, it's a journey, but it is so sustainable that you will never fad diet ever again. You'll never do hours and hours of cardio ever again. You can get it done in 3 days a week, an hour each time. Count your macros, you won't feel deprived, you won't feel like you're on a diet, and it works. I'll say it again and again and again, it works. So come try the M4 method.